This is the Black Ops division of Flow Sports. We're dropping nuclear bombs today.
Welcome to the Who's Number One podcast. Big show today. Big news first. Connor moving up to the main desk. Read on some secret business, kind of behind the scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Connor's getting promoted.
Big
What's going on,
upgrade.
Connor?
Yeah, man, it feels good. I'm a new man up here at the front desk. All the power is going to get to my head. Let us know what you guys think of having me up here on the YouTube chat. But we also got a few other guys. We got Mikey Musumeci. What's up, Mikey? How you doing? And we
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Poderoso Mike. Am I saying it right,
Poderoso Mike?
However you want to say it.
All the way out there in Mount Vernon,
Mikey,
Illinois.
How you been, Mikey? It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I just got back to the States yesterday, so just so much traveling. It's crazy because I've been traveling for like 2 weeks, training way less, and I got like way lighter. I'm like pretty close to like 135. I think I'm like 138 right now. So I'm like on perfect weight for this match, and I wasn't training.
So let's get a little bit into the kind of match that Mikey's preparing for, right? Tezos, Who's Number One, going down March 25th at 7 p.m. Central. Sports Academy at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Tickets are on sale now. We also have tickets on sale to the Daisy Fresh seminar, which will be on Thursday night, the night before, March 24th. That's from 7 to 9. ADCC trials around the corner as well. But Mikey, how are you feeling about this match coming up with Gio? I don't think we've spoken to you since we announced the match.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm just excited about this match, and I'm excited about everything about it. You know, the card is insane. I was on the last Who's Number One card, and it kind of sucked that some of the matches were boring. You know, this card, I think there's zero boring matches. So I think that everyone is going to be exciting as hell, and every match people are going to enjoy.
What was boring for you, Mikey? I want to hear it. Let's get into it.
What was boring? I think that
I'll say it for you if you don't want to say it.
No, I don't care. I think that just the wrestling matches where
Wrestling, bro. Nobody wants to watch jiu-jitsu guys fucking wrestle each other. Nobody on earth wants to watch that shit. It's fucking horrible. Stop. Fucking pull guard. I swear to God, any match in the future where nobody pulls guard or doesn't get to the ground, I'm just never bringing those people back.
I think it's funny that people always complain, like back in the day, about double pull and IBJJF.
Oh, double pull is way better than people.
That's what I'm saying. The dance.
Walking backward. Walking backwards on the feet, pushing each other around and shit. Double pull is way better.
At least we're attacking submissions and stuff, right? Yeah. Like, at least there's some action.
Get it to the fucking ground. But this one's going to be fire, though, right? The card from top to bottom. I mean, these matches are going to hit the ground. People want to, when they tune in, they want to watch jiu-jitsu guys do jiu-jitsu with each other. And that's going to happen, I think, in every match here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like every match should be crazy. So,
Mikey, I want to hear what's your favorite match coming up on this card, if you had to pick one?
Me or
you.
Me. Probably Jacob versus Nikki. I think that fight is awesome. I'm so excited to see how this fight goes. You know, it's so nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Nikki is the favorite, right, going in with like his titles and stuff. But Jacob is just on the rise and the come up. Every time he competes, he gets better and better. And I think he could surprise a lot of people.
Mike, you know that you're on the dark side, you're a heel hook guy. Who do you think has the advantage in the leg locks in this matchup?
You know, I think that Jacob's working him way more in competition right now. I think Nikki's been working more wrestling and body locks. So I think that Jacob is more active with leg locks. So he might be fresher with that style. Now Nikki trains with all the top leg lock guys like Craig and all those guys at B team. So he's definitely going to be prepared, obviously, for leg locks. So we'll see if they have a leg lock shootout. That will be so exciting for us. What will happen, right?
For sure. One of the things that kind of has me intrigued by this match and by Nikki Ryan in general is, you know, we were just talking about nobody wants to see any of these guys wrestle in a jiu-jitsu match, but Nikki Ryan may be the exception, right? I like watching Nikki Ryan wrestle because, he wrestles like a wrestler, and he wrestles like we expect most jiu-jitsu guys to grapple, and that he's attacking. He's not kind of just hand fighting, playing patty cake and running away. If this becomes a wrestling match, though, how quickly do we think that Couch pulls guard?
Couch wrestles a lot of Daisy Fresh too. I'm not sure how he matches up with Nikki. It's tough to call, but
Couch wrestles like at least 3 times a week, with high level guys every day.
yeah.
So I don't see Nikki being like so much higher level than Couch at wrestling.
All we need with wrestling, if guys are going to wrestle, you got to keep going forward. I'm going to tell the refs before this one. On the feet, be more strict with stalling and just hit whoever is moving backwards. If they're moving backwards and you hit them again. Hit them. I want somebody DQ'd for walking backwards on the feet. Like, that's what makes the wrestling matches terrible. Jiu-jitsu is guys walking backwards and disengaging.
Mike, instead of penalties, you should just put dog collars on both people and zap the person when they start stalling.
You've been hanging out with Wilty too long, man.
Yeah, I think
exactly. Yeah. He's got the right idea.
I've heard similar suggestions of having like flames around the edge, just to make sure if you step too close to the
it's like Balls of Fury, the ping pong movie. You guys know what I'm talking about at the end.
I've never seen it.
You never seen Balls of Fury?
No.
Somebody's seen it here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end when they have they're playing the electric one where if they lose they get electrocuted.
Yep.
I think that's what we should do in these matches. I think that the person should get electrocuted every time they're stalling.
Mikey, I want you holding the button on that one.
Yeah, no kidding.
I want to put one of those. Let's put one of those on Connor on this show next week. Can we get one of those?
Every time I ask Mikey about singlets.
Connor just moved up to this table. Now he's going to get zapped.
Yeah, you can't control me here. I'm in charge up here. This feels good.
He's free now.
I'm going to see Wilty today. I'll ask him if I can borrow one of his electric dog tags. I might put it on Trey I'll put it on Trey while he's out here vlogging.
Is that how we fix the stalling problem in jiu-jitsu? It's just electrocuting people?
I think so. I think you're onto something. Yeah.
Some behavior therapy, right?
Yeah.
We might have to make the events in North Korea, though.
All right.
Might have to. Gotta do what we gotta do, Mikey.
I want to get into the card in a second, but it's a little bit of news I want to bring up first. Mikey recently signed with ONE FC as on part of their grappling. Mikey, anything you want to tell us about it?
No, just it was my first time traveling to Asia, and Singapore is freaking awesome. Like, I love it there. So I had a lot of fun with the new Asian culture. Like, it's a new culture for me, I'm very familiar with like American, Italian, and Brazilian culture. So learning about Asian culture is really interesting. And to have the opportunity to compete in Asia will be a really cool experience. So I'm excited.
Cool. And excuse me, it's no longer ONE FC, it's ONE Championship, right? Yeah, but that's a cool opportunity. I'd like to see maybe some grappling matches coming out of there soon. And
yeah, I would love to fight like Mighty Mouse in a jiu-jitsu match. That would be so cool.
Come on.
Pretty
cool.
Cool.
Give us those matches. That's kind of what we need. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Did we get into Mikey's Geo match yet? Did we talk about that thing yet?
No, but let's talk about that a little bit because we had Gio on the show last week. And Gio kind of opened up, right? He had some things to say about the match, some things to say about the previous match with Mikey. Let's run this clip from what he said last time.
And it's always gonna make it funner when you have a guy that says he wants to break you off. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, all right, come break me then. Come break me, bro. Like, I want you to try to break me. I feel I'm hard to break mentally and physically. And like I said before, he could try to break me. Try to break my bones, but I want my goal is to break him mentally. I want to take him out. I want him to think about me and just not be, just not want to compete against me. When he hears my name and people tell him, hey, you want to compete against Gio? I want him not to, because he's gonna, I want to break him mentally. And every time he hears my name, I want him to, feel that. But I know I have to do it on the mats. You know what I mean? I want to break him on the mats, so mentally he's broken. That's my goal right there. I want him to, just not talk shit like he does and not be all cocky and just like kind of big-headed, in my opinion. I don't like that shit. Be cool about it, bro. Like, you're the champion, you won, and then you go out and talk shit about someone. Like, that to me is like, I can't respect that much.
Can I just say, the biggest crime we've ever committed to the audience of this podcast is not giving him Mikey's live reaction as he eye rolled through most of that video. That was phenomenal. He did not care to hear that. Mikey, what is your reaction? And also, did you watch live?
They're instigating.
What happened?
Did you watch live last week? And what's your reaction?
No,
this week?
I was in Europe, I think, during this time. But God bless Gio.
There was a lot said in that clip. I don't know what Mikey responds to first.
Yeah, I'm kind of overwhelmed. First of all, the breaking off thing. I think I explained this many times, but when I said the breaking mechanics thing, I was saying that Gio's so flexible that the only way to submit him is going to be like to break his limb. It wasn't that I was saying I want to break his limb. I just want to submit him, which would mean like going the full extent because he's so flexible. But of course, he took it the most dramatic way possible. Dude, I have no beef with Gio. From my side, I have no beef. I was salty for like a week, and then I kept going on and competing every other month. So I don't really care about this drama or anything. I'm just here to fight. He referred to me talking crap after the match. But what happened was the reason why I got upset. I just did a clip with Flo yesterday on the whole match. Do you want me to just explain what happened in the match?
Yeah, tell some of the stuff that you told me on the interview yesterday.
Yeah. So the match starts right with the friend stuff or whatever. I thought it was funny. Like I thought it was cool. Like I don't really like any crap talk at all. I think it's dumb. I'm just there to roll with people and good vibes. But anyways, he makes him into the fight mode. I guess he needs to do that to get himself into the fight mindset. So that's awesome. Sure. I get on the mat. I go to shake his hand, and like he doesn't shake my hand. And I almost wanted to be like, sorry for trying to shake your hand. Like I almost apologized to him when he didn't want to shake my hand. Like I felt bad that I went to shake his hand. So we start the match and we interlock fingers like this, like mercy grips. And what he does is he brings one of my hands shallow like this and goes, gah! And my finger just cracks on the spot. And it was, I don't think it was fully broken, but it was kind of messed up, you know? And I was like, what the hell?
There's a lot of people doing that these days. A lot of people are doing that little finger breaking thing.
Yeah, but it's like dirty.
Gotta tell the refs to look out for it.
Yeah. So I was just like, what the hell? Like, of course he figures out the most like dirty thing to do in that exchange. And like, I never even thought of that, like that somebody would do that. So I'm just like, what the hell, whatever. So his only offense he had with me in this match was a takedown. But in ADCC rules, I'm not allowed to pull guard in the finals rules. So I had to give a takedown so I don't get -1. So I was hoping that he was going to take me down. I was like opening my elbows. I'm ready to give him the most beautiful takedown ever. I'm going to sell it off. Like I'm going to make it look awesome. So I remember when he did the takedown, all the 3 people in my corner, we all started cheering. So because I was able to pull guard. And then Eddie Bravo and Boogie looked at my corner like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? So we're still fighting. And then actually what happens next, it's kind of funny. Gio and me are double pull. I almost submit him with the armbar, right? I actually thought the match was over at that point. It was like 1 minute and 20 seconds in. I really thought the match was over. Like I never would lose that position in training. So that shows you how tough Gio is. And I respect Gio. He is tough as hell, you know. But anyways, we're in double pull. And then randomly, Eddie Bravo screams, Gio, come up and get 2. And then Gio looks at him and says, what the hell are you talking about? That's not 2 points. I just started laughing when he did that. It was for no reason. He screamed that. But then during the match, Gio was just saying shit to me like, you ain't shit. That's all you got. Like stuff like that. And again, his vibe is like a fight vibe. I trained many years with people that had that vibe with me. You know, one of the gyms I used to train at, the defense for Baron Bull was just stomping my face, grabbing me by the throat, like all that stuff. And it kind of made me not want to do jiu-jitsu training with that style, you know. And a lot of my friends quit jiu-jitsu because of that environment. So a part of me got triggered from that because it brings back a part of me, from the past. But anyways, the match ends and I'm almost like, F this guy, but let's bury it now. Like, the match is over. Let's be cool. So I go up to him and I say, will you show me respect now? Like, we good? Like, basically, like I go to shake his hand and I'm like, will you show me respect? We good? And Gio's response to me is, I respect you, but I'll act however the fuck I want. You can't tell me how the fuck to act. That's exactly what he said to me.
Have we
and
heard
he went
that
in my
before?
face when he said that.
Is that a new update to the story? Because I don't think I had gotten that part.
No one ever asked me every line that happened in the match. So this is literally what he says to me. And then I say to him, yeah, you respect me, huh? You respect me. You think I care about this match at all? All I care about is the example we have on the next generation. And then when I got my hand, I'm emotional at this point. And then I fucked up by getting emotional in the interview. I did say what I believed, but yeah, I just, then what happened was when I'm getting my hand raised, if you look at my mouth, you could see me say this. Do you think I give a fuck about beating you? That's what I said on when I was getting my hand raised to Gio. And then he's doing this to me, like the tear. So now I'm just like on like this rampage, right? Then a microphone ends up in my hand, and I first see Eddie Bravo, and I'm saying to Eddie Bravo, I'm such a fan of you. I really like you and everything. I don't know why the vibe is like this. That's all I said to Eddie Bravo, because I do like Eddie Bravo. He's awesome. So then I just needed a second to chill. If I would have just had a second, I probably would have not went on that rampage. But again, I did speak my mind and what I felt. I would have never done that probably, but it's just such bad vibes, like you couldn't just be chill and just, I don't know.
Mikey, let's be honest. We're very appreciative that you went on that rampage. We appreciate that very much. And
I did not appreciate that rampage on my social media from 10 kind people telling me to kill myself, saying go F yourself, calling me a pussy, saying all these things from the jiu-jitsu community on his team.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that they did that, but
part of being famous these days, bro. They say that shit to LeBron James or Conor McGregor or anybody. It's just part of the internet these days.
Yeah, I just thought everything got blown out of proportion. I respect Gio and I have no beef with him. I just thought that was kind of messed up, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to break his limbs or anything. I'm just trying to submit him. I'm in prison for 3 things from that match. 1, heel hook prison, another armbar prison, and another finishing from the back prison. I couldn't finish him in those 3 places. So my goal in this match is to break out of prison in one of those.
Did you ever get out of Bolo prison? You freaked?
Oh yeah. After I bowled Bruno, that got me out of it. That's a legit way to break out, right?
Those are the only 3. Bruno. Those are the only 3 places you're currently incarcerated: arm lock, heel hook, and back attack prison.
Guard retention prison also, but that's a whole other story. Right now with Gio, just those 3.
Guard retention prison.
Yeah, I'm in prison most of the time, guys. Very critical of myself. So I make the joke that I'm in prison in a certain spot whenever I don't do that spot correctly in a match.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something, Mikey. I'm out here in Mount Vernon right now working with Heath and the guys tonight and tomorrow. So since the last match, Heath has become your head coach. Do you think he's going to be able to help you out and avoid getting sucked into the mind games and the online drama that got to your head a little bit last time?
Oh, for sure. My first match, I just was fighting out of my garage, right? And I named it after my dog.
Boop's Garage.
Boop's Garage. So I only trained 4 or 5 people, all good vibes, and basically just all hobbyists, that are just having fun, and that fight vibe. I wasn't really used to. I used to train a lot with people like that, so I'm just more chill now. I have no beef with Gio. We both got a lot of shit from the last match, so we're both just right now I'm just chill, no beef on my side. Win or lose from my part, I'm down to eat pizza with him after. if he's down, I'm cool.
We'll need to vlog that for sure. We'll have
Mikey,
to get that on tape.
Mikey,
Yeah, we got pizza after the match. That'd be really cool. I bet he likes pineapple on pizza. That might make us not friends again, though.
I think you're dissing him right now.
Yeah, but he has that pineapple on pizza vibe. That's the most of a diss he'll get from me.
There's a little sneak diss there. Mikey, so there's 3 matches I want to know for sure. We already talked about Nikki and Couch with you. What do you think about another one of your new teammates at Pedigo submission fighting Dante Leon going up against Mikka Galvao?
Man, I think that fight is just going to be pure action, right? Dante literally just attacks every second. And Mikka Galvao, I always say this, he's like the modern Con Gracie. Every second he's just doing crazy submissions everywhere, right? So I'm curious, how is it going to go? Are they going to wrestle? Who will win the wrestling exchanges? If they don't wrestle, will Mikka pull? If he pulls, will Dante be able to start passing his guard? Will Mikka catch him in a submission? Will Dante catch Mikka? There's so many different variables in this match. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm really excited for it.
Next match, your sister's on the card. What do you think about your sister coming back, who's number 1 against Jessica Crane?
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy my sister gets to compete again, especially on Who's Number 1.
She finished 3rd in September, right? 3rd at the Who's Number 1 championship?
Yeah. In the Who's Number 1 second, she got 3rd. She lost a rough decision to Mesa, my sister. Okay. I thought she should have won. But my sister is super high level. She's trains every day with me at night. She works from 7 a.m. to 7 at night and then comes right home and trains. She works in a clerk, so she's a lawyer. So you have to give her that, right? Every day she's working a full-time job and she's still out there competing.
That's wild, especially at a law office. That's not getting off 7-Eleven. That's actually using your brain all day.
Really working.
Yeah.
So whenever I feel like I'm tired and I feel so lazy compared to my sister, how much she works.
Mm-hmm.
Tammy's still the only person in Who's Number 1's history with no Instagram account.
Yeah. She doesn't have to make an Instagram post. She doesn't have to deal with anyone talking shit. She just chill.
Yeah. So also one of the matches I think people are most excited for. What do you think about Marigali making his no-gi debut?
Man, I think that Marigali, his jiu-jitsu is going to look the same as it always does. Gi and no-gi, he's so dominant and aggressive coming forward. And I think we're going to see that with him in this match, I think that it's a perfect first match for him in Who's Number 1, especially getting used to the rule set and being center stage. I think that the most similar comparison for us gi people going into no gi for the Who's Number 1 is Black Belt Worlds Finals because it's more center stage in the pyramid, not the Worlds that we just did. I felt like that's the most similar vibe to Black Belt Worlds Finals is a Who's Number 1 match. So he's so used to that. Marangali's been in Worlds Finals many times, so I think that he won't even feel anything. It'll be awesome. I'm excited to watch his adjustment.
Mikey, you went through this just last year, but what is and obviously you had no-gi experience before Who's Number 1, but what's the transition like going from top of the food chain gi competition directly into top of the food chain no-gi competition?
The vibe is like you're in college and you're studying for a final the night before the test, every second. That's the vibe of doing that, That's pretty much what it felt like. Just cramming every second and trying to develop these new skills that that in gi we don't really have to think about, So it's a lot of hand-eye coordination that you have to add on to your jiu-jitsu that I felt like I needed to in a short period of time. So in March, this March coming up against my match with Gio, this is going to be my 1-year anniversary of competing no-gi in Who's Number 1 and just being in no-gi in general, because 2016 I won Black Belt Worlds in no-gi, but I only did 2 weeks of training no-gi then. I didn't really train no-gi like I am now. So this is my 1-year anniversary. I think Marangali will just have to adjust the leg entanglements a little bit. like 50-50 and honey hole. I think the leg configurations are a little different than Gi, but besides that, I see him adjusting instantly. I think his passing will be perfect instantly. I think that just guard is a little different, like with retention, because he likes collar sleeve like me. So us collar sleeve guys, that's an annoying adjustment to no-gi.
What about his passing style makes you think that he's going to transition really, really smoothly?
I think that his outside passing, he'll do very well with people that are sitting down. I think that when people are seated, he'll have a really good knee cut. I think that gi passing in general is more difficult than no gi. So I think that he's so high level in his gi passing already that he'll instantly have no problem in no gi.
I don't know if you saw, Gordon made his prediction for this match, and he predicted Marigali goes out there, heel hooks in 15 seconds, slips off the whole crowd, gets DQ'd.
That's
Mikey,
awesome.
How likely is that?
We definitely wouldn't DQ someone for giving a double bird.
I was probably giving him a bonus, really. Yeah.
Mikey, you know I'm driving a Maserati around Mount Vernon right now?
What happened?
I'm driving a Maserati around Mount Vernon. That's the car I rented today.
You're driving a Maserati? What?
I told Trey earlier, I like to consider myself a pro traveler. And one thing I'm good at, if you can make the person laugh at the rental car place, they'll always hook you up. I usually get Cadillac Escalades, but all they had today was a Maserati. I got a Maserati in Mount Vernon right now.
You going to drive through the hood with that?
I mean, there's only like 4 blocks here and 2 of them in the hood.
Do you have Trey outside watching the car?
No choice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll get stolen. It might be good for the vlog. But
you can go, you should definitely film Mike and drive through the hood with it. Like we'll get some good footage, you know?
Yeah. But all right, do we got any fan questions before we get out of here?
We actually do. Mikey, you may have mentioned this before on the show, but one of our longtime viewers, we only know him as C, asked about the shirt and tie you got up in the background there. You wanna give a little bit of background on that?
Yeah, so this is my dad's room. He's a huge Frank Sinatra fan. So that's a Frank Sinatra thing.
When you say it's a Frank Sinatra thing, do you mean like Frank Sinatra wore that?
Yes, he actually wore that. So my dad's a crazy Frank Sinatra fan.
Frank Sinatra room.
Yep, the Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra stuff, yeah.
But shout out to my dad. He's still in Florida. My grandma is battling cancer, so she's doing chemo every day. And I haven't seen him in like 2 months because he's been with my grandma this whole time.
Mike Senior's the man. One day I'm gonna get him on camera. I like all the Musumecis, but Mike Senior is my favorite.
He's the coolest one.
That's my homeboy. When we go there and we interview Tammy and Mikey and stuff, me and Mike Senior stand out back and chop it up for a couple hours.
we need the Mike Senior interview coming up soon.
Yeah, Michael Musumeci Senior. He's the man.
We did have another question from the Discord, Mikey, and this may feel like one you went over before, but I'm sure the fans always appreciate it. So, like, whenever you're developing a new technique, specifically, you always talk about the no-gi transition. You had to kind of develop heel hooks relatively quickly. So, like, when you're trying to develop that new skill and you got to do so almost in a crunch time, like, what does your training look like? What techniques are you using to kind of make sure that, those moves really stick in your head and your body?
My advice, it's all hand-eye coordination for me, especially. Like I could learn a technique, but to actually be able to do it in training and competition, you have to develop hand-eye coordination that would take somebody else months. So how do you do that? You have to drill it for hours. So I was drilling like 3 to 4 hours a day just to get that coordination, and then I would get the skill that would take someone else like 6 months to a year in like a week or 2 weeks or a month.
Well, there you go. I'll just do everything 1,000 times over and over.
But it like makes you mentally exhausted. So you will get like mentally like destroyed doing that. And it's not healthy. I don't recommend that as a training regimen. You go insane. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you need to do it and you're in crunch time, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to pull that all-nighter before a final in college. You got to just drink caffeine all night. Like that's it.
Connor, Corey, I want to know before we get out of here, is this true that you guys are jealous of all of the people attracted to OG Trey online?
Jealous is not the word. I'm gonna go say
Trey
this.
was
Look.
showing me. Trey has a collection of screenshots of people in YouTube chats or whatever talking about how beautiful he is, and he told me that you guys are jealous of him.
What
Trey also has a lot of fake accounts.
Yeah, Trey has burner accounts that he decides to go on and create a fan club for himself.
I might be jealous if I was you guys. I got no reason to be jealous. I'm like Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. I'm just evolved into a creature. So I know I'm not good looking.
Well, you're up here. You and Reed have always made me jealous. So now, I'm getting a little bit payback now being at the front desk. You know what I'm saying? Elbow room up here. Feels
Honor
good.
moved up. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, you got to come check out the new office. We got a new Illuminati headquarters. Wait till you see it. It's really nice.
Mike, so if you leave JW Marriott, you turn right, they told me. It's like
It's
two
right-
blocks down.
It's like the
across the
building
street.
next door to the JW Marriott.
Is the Italian restaurant right there?
It's across
I
the
don't
street
know.
from that.
I've only been in the office 2 times, but it's nice.
I know the blocks of Austin by the pizza places on those
Yeah.
blocks.
Mikey asked me that. It's like, where in relation to the
What's the
Italian
pizza
restaurant
place you
is it?
like, Mikey?
I always go to after the weigh-ins and stuff. I always go to. It's not the best pizza place, but it's just a nice restaurant. Forgot the name. There's a coffee place right next to it.
I bet it's the place Mark. When one of my bosses came back with some pizza that looked like pizza that you would cook in your backyard yesterday.
Yeah.
Like
There's one
homemade
really
pizza.
good place an extra 2 blocks down that I go to after the competition. But like when I'm just eating.
Mikey, is that the
before,
window in the wall?
Which one?
Is that just a window in the wall? It's just like a random window somewhere?
It's like all Italian people in it. They only speak Italian.
Oh, I don't know.
It's so good. That one's really good. That's like 4 or 5 blocks down though. Like 3 blocks down, like I think right by you guys is this pasta place, which is really good.
Hell yeah.
Mikey's
All
got
right,
the,
there we
the
go.
pizza
3 blocks and whatever to find these pizza places.
map.
All right, I'm out here at Mount Vernon with Daisy Fresh guys. I think next week I should be back in studio for the first time in a while. Mikey, you calling in again next week?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
What we gonna do
Tezos,
next week?
who's number
we can talk
1? 'Cause-
Gambling?
I couldn't hear what you
Yeah.
said,
We're
sorry.
talking betting lines next week. We got the betting lines article out
okay.
today. Let's talk about how to make some thick stacks next week. Tezos Who's Number 1, March 25th, presented by Fat Tire, Mikey Musumeci and Gio Martinez in the main event. Sports Academy at the start. Tickets on sale now. Connor's going to drop the link in the YouTube bio. Also, tickets to the Daisy Fresh seminar on Thursday. Press conference on Thursday, 24th. Be there.
Get hype.
Watch it on FloGrappling.
Gross.